And we're live. I'm back. Good evening, everyone, or good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you guys are. How's everyone doing? It's been such a long time. But I'm back, at least for the time being. Hey, Tarankarn, Chris, Netnak, Danny, Jan, Zapol, Sander, woo. Isaac. How's everyone doing? I know it's been so long since I did a live stream. There are many reasons for that. Um, Time is getting close for me to move to a new place. It's been dragging on for months on end. Just spent the past almost 2 weeks painting the new place. So fingers crossed within the next few weeks. New space. Thank you for coming, Michael. Hey, Chris, Renaissance, Chris, Patrick, Adrian, Paul. So good evening, everyone. Yes, I'm finally back to do this couple of hours of live stream. Might not take too long because today was actually my wife's birthday, and I'm here doing a live stream instead of being next to her. But she's okay with it, so I'm okay with it. So yeah, Velleman have sent me a Delta kit. They spoke to me about it, I think it was about a month and a half ago. They told me they were introducing it. I was very excited because I like Velleman kits. I've already reviewed the Vertex Nano, which is a tiny little thing, which I still have. And they mentioned that this is a bit different, much larger, which from the parts on the table, I can say it absolutely is. It's called a hybrid kit, meaning that there is some assembly, but not too much. And considering the parts I have on the table, I don't foresee this taking too long. Managed to clean the pink paint off your fingers yet? It took a while, but yes, I still have a little bit of white paint here and there. See? I still have some white paint. There on the camera. There. It's sorry, I've been covered in paint. I've been absolutely covered in paint. Paint is all I have been seeing for the past 2 weeks. Also, just a tip, if paint falls on your lips, don't lick it off. Tastes disgusting. Just saying. So, okay, so I'm going to begin. I've been through the instructions. It shouldn't be too long. They're not that complicated, but just for you guys to see, let me bring them up. So, can you guys still hear me? Let me get this out of the way. I think you should still be able to hear me. Relatively easy. The steps are they're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 steps, and they're all very quickly. Hey, Lewis. All right, King. Heather DeBono, that's my wife, ladies and gents. It's her birthday. Please wish her a happy birthday. So yeah, instructions are relatively straightforward, so I don't think this should be that long of a build, which means we can assemble it quickly and I get to answer some questions you guys might have. So we'll go back to the main camera. And we'll switch to webcam so we can start the build. Now, it should be relatively easy, but just to give you guys an idea, the base is already in one piece. It's already fully assembled, including the stepper motors, very tidy cabling. It does have auto bed leveling. Just a word of caution right from the get-go, this does not have a heat bed. And the reason why it does not have a heat bed, I'm assuming is the same reason why the Dagoma Niva does not have a heat bed. It has these pressure sensors here, which help for the auto bed leveling. And if you have a heat bed, you cannot have those. So it's kind of like a trade-off, either a PLA only machine that is very easy to use when it comes to being a delta, because deltas are a bit iffy sometimes to calibrate, or have a heat bed and not have an accurate auto bed calibration. Personally speaking, the more that time goes by, I have less quarrels with a printer not having, or some printers not having a heat bed. The reason being is that 80% of the prints I do, whether they're prototyping for customers or customer orders, they're in PLA. So as long as the printer is reliable, accurate, dependable, and has exceptionally good print quality, then I would make my piece without a heat bed. But just saying. Lots of happy birthdays. Hey, Wes. Awesome. So I'm going to begin. And the first thing to do is cables. Pass cables. These things are massive, by the way. Hold on. How do I put that through? Hey, Talk 3D Proto, it's Ben, everyone. So yeah, I should be. Okay, sideways, so all of those. All of the cables? Yeah, all of the cables. Okay. So, we'll pick one and we'll slide it through. How does it hinder a pressure sensor? These are the pressure kind of switches, and I'm guessing that the heat actually triggers them in different ways, or possibly basically nullifies their effect, or nullifies. From what I hear, heat basically just doesn't make them work. Okay, let's see how we're gonna. Oh yeah, managed. 3D Maker Noob, have you given any thought to what you would like for a stained glass window? Possibly. I will know more once I'm in my new place. Okay, hold on. This is relatively... Okay, this should come out. This is going to be clean. Hey, Mike, Chris. Okay, let me... There. So that's one. Cables are through. Let me just confirm. So that's the first step. An F2 shirt. Colin, yay! You know who F2 is. Yes, I am a huge Rocket League fan. So if anyone here is a Rocket League fan, let me know. I'm up for making a makers tournament or something. So I'm just going to grab some screws and I'm going to attach the arms to the base. Well, the vertical thingies holder to the base. The print volume on this is 200 in diameter versus 250 in height. So it's a relatively large print volume. Okay. Let me see if I have. Tools. Love your show. Keep it up. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Slicer, their estimates are seriously accurate. Spike, I actually today. See, the thing is, for the past couple of weeks, as I said, I've been painting quite a lot, and that is the reason why videos were lacking a bit. But it's so imperative for me to move into the new place. We have outgrown this place. I have boxes all over the place here. The fact that my wife hasn't left me yet is, I have no idea why not. Because I've driven her nuts with boxes all over the place. I have over 300 spools of filament just all stacked up on top of each other. I need space. So currently my focus is solely on the new place. Get that over and done with. And hopefully within a few weeks, we'll move out of here. My ANET A8 can get Skynet 3D. With ANET A8, I now suggest you just use Marlin. It's updated. It's integrated now. It's supported, so why not? Also, yes, as of next week, I will be doing kind of like a question and answer episode, like short ones, less formal than this. I've tweeted out a tweet because sometimes people ask me questions on comments which tend to be a bit complicated to reply to by text. So if you have any questions which you want me to answer, not just related to 3D printing, but pretty much everything, post it on Twitter and use the hashtag #AskTheNoob, and I'll include it. I'm going to start doing a weekly thing. Velleman is Belgian, yes. Mrs. Noob is awesome. She is my rock. She helps me out. And she puts up with pretty much everything I do. Hey, I know. Greetings from Estonia. Wow. Okay, so that's kind of phase one. So those are done, and now we need feet. I need to put the feet. I'm going to turn it like this so you guys can see what I'm doing, because I just realized I was screwing everything on the other way around. So how is the Moai? Moai, in my case, Moai is awesome. I really wish I had a bit more time at the moment to use it. As I said, it's moving around. I also have the FL Sun SLA, which is behind me there. I've done some prints with it. Looking awesome so far. I love that SLA is becoming more accessible, but I feel that SLA still has a long way to go. It's messy. In terms of prototyping, I still feel that nothing beats FDM printing. Thanks, Fair. Okay, so that's done. Now we need those and 6 by M4 by 12. So we need M4 by 12 screws, M5, M8, M4 by 16. Where are the M4 by 12? There's more here. No, okay. So these go in here. Two, three, four, five, six, and 4 by 12 counterassembles. I'm not seeing any M4 by, yes, I am seeing M4 by 12. Can I get auto level bed with Marlin? Yes, you can, of course. Almost every printer uses Marlin nowadays. They have auto bed leveling, but you do need to have a bed leveling sensor, of course, attached to your printer to have auto bed leveling. Would you recommend the Anycubic Photon as a first 3D printer? Lucid, honestly speaking, the only reason why I'm going to say no is because it's very limited, and if you want to print mechanical parts, functional parts, you're probably going to be better off with an FDM printer. SLAs for intricate stuff. If you're into board games, for example, Dungeons and Dragons, then yes, I believe that the Anycubic Photon, the Moai, the FL Sun, those are really great SLA 3D printers on a budget. SLA, while it's slightly more expensive, is a much more accurate printer. It's an awesome kit, very easy to put together, especially if you follow Practical Printing's video guide. Hey Joe, I just want to shout out and let you know you do a great job. You inspired me to buy my first 3D printer, Prusa i3 Mark III. Mark, that is an excellent choice, my friend. Brian Smith, how much is this printer? This printer is just over it's about 770 euros. While it possibly is on the more expensive side, and as always with every 3D printer, no matter what it is, no matter how much it costs, you can always compare it to something else. It's all subjective to the company, to what the printer is meant to do, capabilities, reliability. So at the moment, I cannot give a judgment on the price, whether or not it's worth it, because, well, I'm still testing it. I'm still assembling it. Counterpoint, little stream technical question. Why the heck are you even bothering with bandwidth for 60 frames per second? It's not like you're the hectical, gesticulating type after all. What? You lost me there. Completely lost me there. I actually, unfortunately, this camera doesn't even do 60 frames per second. And now, YouTube have changed like how live streams work, so you can't even choose the bandwidth anymore. They automatically choose it for you. I'm new to 3D printing. Had my 3D printer for over 6 months now. Was thinking of getting a new one. Am I better stay with the style of printer or trying a Delta? When I got my Prusa i3 Mark II, I had also opted to buy a Delta for the simple fact that I think they are absolutely awesome. They mesmerize me. Also for the fact that knowing how Delta works just brings a new perspective to 3D printing, and it's faster usually. So those are done. Next, sleds. Have you checked the new Anycubic 4 Max? No, I haven't actually. This printer is around 770 euros. Okay, so we need these. Hold on, let me do that. You guys can see what I'm doing. Let me zoom in a little bit. Camera. There. Okay. So it's a bit low volume. Let me see if I can increase it a bit. How's that? Better? What do you think of a Losbot Taz 6? I think it's one of those printers that I'm dying to get my hands on to try out, simply because it's so popular, because of the concept of a completely open source company. So yeah, definitely love to try it out, but I've never had the chance to, unfortunately. Have you seen the multi-extruder tweets from E3D? Now that is mesmerizing. That I completely agree. That is awesome. If you guys haven't checked out E3D on Twitter, oh, they've been hinting at some seriously awesome multi-tool exchange 3D printer. So, nuts and 5 nuts and 5 nuts and 5s. Will do, Ben. And these things. FL Sun Delta Cassell Kit. Will, I'd go as far as have a look at the FL Sun QQ, which I have right next to me. If you let me put there. If you have a look at that printer, the FL Sun, that is a really, really good Delta 3D printer to start off with. It's very easy to put together because it's almost fully assembled. Very user-friendly, auto-bit leveling. Not as accurate as I'd wish, but for the price, incredibly awesome printer. It is also ridiculously quiet. What's the best firmware for my Unit 8? Marlin. Definitely Marlin. So, these to go here, and here, and zip ties. Yes, the multi-material updates from Prusa look ridiculously awesome. So that's definitely something I'm excited to see. How's the audio now? Better? Guys can hear me well? Whoa. Now, I wouldn't use 60 frames per second, especially not on a live stream. If I had the choice, I wouldn't. I just don't see the use for them. So that goes there. So hold on, let me do the other 3 as well. So they're ready. The other 2. Those there. When will there be a review of the FL Sun Delta behind you? Hopefully soon. As I said, at the moment, video time is limited due to the fact that things are moving on really quickly and hectic. They're quite hectic with the new place, but I'm trying my best. I had a couple of days to myself, which I spent playing around on Fusion 360 because I did a couple of new designs for spool compartments, which I'm very, very happy about. I need to iterate a bit more. A few more videos coming up involving Fusion 360. Let me guys know if that's something you'd be interested in. Obviously more reviews, more projects, and I might start including also episodes where I just print something and show it to you guys. Show you the settings I use to print, show off filament, because I don't want to do filament reviews simply because I don't think they're episodes that really are interesting to many. But instead of doing just filament review, I will start printing projects and feature new filaments that I use. Can you explain what you are doing a bit more? Yes, currently I'm installing the magnet holders for the effector arms, and also copper. I'm not even sure what you call these. Brass bushings. So these will go into the. Ooh, this is going to be a tight fit. Interesting. So we'll see. These will go into the linear rods. So the last 2, because the effector arms on this printer are actually magnetic, so you don't get any backlash. Are you going to be going to the 2018 Midwest Rip Rap Festival? I would have loved to. I actually had booked my attendance tickets, but at the moment, it's not possible. I have too many expenses going on with the new place. So that's going to have to be held off, hopefully till next year. However, if anyone here is from Sweden or will be in Sweden in April, I will be attending the Swedish 3D printing meetup. So I'll be there along with Tom, Daniel Noré, you need an assistant. So yeah, you know what? That would actually help quite a lot, because recording and editing, mostly the editing part, especially if you don't have a bland video, editing is what takes the most amount of time. I could spend half an hour recording a video and then spend easily 3 hours editing that video just to make it a bit interesting. So yeah, I will be at the Swedish 3D printing meetup, hopefully, if everything goes according to plan. We'll see. So, next. done. Now, these and these. Slide a PU belt into each belt catch. It's possible that there are slightly thinner sections of the belt, manufacturing tolerances. Okay, so these are actually complete belts. There's no actually one piece. So these go in here. That's one. Grab another two. Best printer for the size under 1,500. It's very subjective. I actually need to do a video why most of us cannot answer these questions. Not because we don't want to, because it's complicated. There are a lot of factors that come into play. Do you want a kit? Do you want it fully assembled already? Do you want to print in any particular material? Do you want a dual extruder, single color? For best printer for the size, if you want a really big printer, maybe the CR10 S5 for that price and size. It all depends. So, okay, now we need more of these. One. Love your print. Just got myself Pusher Mark III, my first 3 printer. I'm loving it. I love being able to make my own things. Awesome. Well done. It's so cool to be able to think of something, create it, and in a couple of hours, you have it in your hands. It's yours. It's awesome. I need to clear the table. Okay, so these should go like that. Okay, so they actually have notches, just so you know the orientation. That is actually really cool. That goes in there. Hey Don, good evening. Sorry, Aaron. I really wanted to go, really badly. But yeah, finances are a bit difficult, and unfortunately, channel is still a bit too small to get myself a sponsor to ship me over. So maybe next year. We'll see. Will do, Ben. Thank you. Okay, and that goes there. I want to Formax so badly. Maybe I'm going to Formax. Okay, so now I'm going to need to check this Formax. The problem is at the moment, I just wish I had more time. Or Balo Printing contacted me because they have like a new Prusa Steel 3D printer they want to review. But it's just difficult right now. Okay, those 3 are done. Something similar to the CR10 and TiVo, maybe bigger if possible, willing to spend up to 2,500. There is the TAS 6 up to that price. You have even the BCN 3D Sigma R17. Very good choice if you can afford that price. Or 4 Mark IIIs. Now, So let me see if I can move this around so you guys can see. What I'm about to do now is, I love this tripod. It's awesome. So I need to, this way, I think. We'll see. So this goes in here. That goes there. Okay, so that goes there. And then I'll turn it around. And this goes here. Which good, cheap, and beginner-friendly 3D printer would you recommend? Good, cheap, friendly. If you want to print PLA only, a good, cheap, friendly 3D printer would probably be the Goman Eva. Okay, this is going to be an issue here because I don't have any lubricant here. We'll see. We'll see where that takes us. I'm seeing a bit of a, so let me see if I can show you like this. So these, they have brass bushings onto the rods here. But the problem is that their tolerances are really tight. So moving these is not easy. And the fact that they're attached with zip ties doesn't make it any better. Like this is fine. This is perfect. But this is almost jammed, and so is this. So getting these to move is not going to be easy. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hey Joe, do you think you'll come to UK again? I definitely will come to UK again. When? I'm not entirely sure. So, end stops. So, connecting end stops to wires. Goes in there. That's one. That's two. And that's three. Thinking if I have, no, lubricant. No, I don't have it here. So, come to my show and let's vlog. Absolutely. If I could, I would. Next is the PCB and end stop mount, which is this, and that goes there. And 5 square nuts, and then 5 by 10 bolts. Good evening, 3DPP. That goes in there. Wait, what? So, okay. So that goes in there. That goes in here. Need to keep it a bit loose. Maybe do the same you did with the bushings on the Micromag Delta, send them. Yes, that is another option. I love that someone actually remembers that. That is another option. So we'll see how it goes. It goes in there. And that goes there. All right, so those are connected, but I connected them the wrong way around. These are M5 by 10s, right? Yes. What's the best $200, $300 printer? Ah, that question. Hard to say. 200, 300. And a Cubic i3 Mega, possibly. I do, Ben. It's one of the things I'm well known for, having a lot of patience. Okay, so I'm gonna move this up here so you guys can see. Opa, there. So now I need to grab this like that. Okay, so this goes in here. That. No. I hope I don't need any more of these. Where'd that go? I have no idea where that fell. Interesting. So let me see what I can do here. Stay. There, that's more like it. So let's just tighten up just a little bit. And this one is here. Okay, so those go up there, slightly down. So the cable should be behind them, and I stuck these, all of these, absolutely all of them, the wrong way around. So that goes there. Okay, that's more like it. These go down here and somewhere there. Seriously, another one? I have no idea where they're falling. Okay, I can see that one. I have no idea where the other one went though. Okay, that will work. Next. Sorry guys if I'm missing any chat. I'll be with you in just a minute. There. Okay. Do you think the LP printers will take over? Not likely. Hey Patrick. Joe, has it got smoothies with it, or will you be adding them to the printer? I don't think it has them with it, simply because I have no idea what's inside, because I haven't checked yet. Okay, that goes in there. So this goes there. I have to say, if anything, this printer has some seriously awesome cable management. Like really, really awesome cable management. Okay. Those go here. You guys still didn't see any of that. There. I think Herbie is missing in this build. Yes, it is. It definitely is. That goes there. Now, we need these. So these go here in order to keep the cables in place, which I think are absolutely awesome. Really nice and clean. Come on. There, that's one. That's two. That's three. I need to find where I dropped that that nut. Come on. There. Okay. Hey, Thomas. So that's done. We're at step number 8. So we're gonna need bearings, M5 by 25, M5 nuts, square ones, of course. So one, and I need the other two wherever they went. So this one's here. See if I can get it out of there. Whoa, okay. That's two. I just need to find the other one, wherever that went. Let's try upside down. I can hear it. Okay. Let me go find the nut. Oh, found it. Give me a second, guys. I'm just gonna go get some lubricant spray, just in case. Okay. So we also have lubricant spray now, just in case. Where you go? Okay, so we have washers. They're here. Everything is like exactly. It's always nice to have, you know, some extra stuff, like a couple of extra bolts, extra nuts, extra screws. Always nice. Always makes life easy. Please don't tell me I used the wrong ones there. M5s. So what I'm checking now is because it tells you to use M5 locking. Oh, you serious? Okay, so I did a boo-boo. My fault, I didn't read the instructions properly. But hey, you get to have me around for a little longer. So I need to get these slightly out of the way because I used an M5 nut instead of an M5 lock nut. And now I need those M5 nuts. Unfortunately, I don't have any spare, so apologies. So I'm going to need to take these out again. Let me see if I can. Hi Joe, when you plan to review the Felix Tech 4? So I've done initial thoughts. Next step is for me to have some time and install the dual extruder because I kind of want to see its full potential. To be completely honest, at the moment, so busy with the new place that I just haven't had time. But hopefully within the next few weeks. It's a promise. Surely not. I was reading instructions. I just missed the part where it said lock nut. I just read nut. So nothing major, thankfully. Nothing that I didn't have to take apart half the printer. Okay. So that's one. That goes there. Well, I think it's actually the rods need a bit cleaning. I think that's why they're probably a bit stuck. I'll see. Turn off and on again. Clear cookies. Is there any kind of fiber reinforcement in the belt? Yes, there is. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's actually transparent with metal inside, or steel steel cable inside. Okay. This one goes in here. Oh. Next one. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Whoa, there you go. So you guys can see what I am doing. I'm trying to get this thing off. See, that's better. That makes life easier. Nothing a bit of lubrication cannot fix. I really need to sort some music out. I need music. I think live streams are the only time where I'm actually doing something, making something, and I'm not listening to music. It's not normal for me. See? Bit of lubrication makes life better. Now, let's put these back on. There you go. Okay. So, that goes there. That goes in there. Well, that flew. But I'm going to go for it. Just going to go move this one. Nope. No. Ugh. It's these little things, like literally little knickknacks that end up costing you time in a build. Because while this is a hybrid, it's more these little things, you know, the cable management to fix it up, to make sure it's in the right place and everything. That's what takes time. And if you're anything like me, when you do something wrong, you have to go back. Okay, we're back where we were supposed to be. So grab that, move it down there. I went for the end there too. Good choice. Incredibly good choice. That's a very good printer actually for that price. Twisted Comlos. Hey Joe, what kind of music do you listen to? Anything, everything, but mostly rock. Daughtry, Linkin Park. Oh man, Linkin Park. Nirvana, Metallica. I'll listen to commercial as well. So we need 3 bearings. One of these. Do I have 3 now? Okay. And one of these. One of these. So what I'm guessing is these are the idler pulleys for the belts. There's 3. Maltese only listen to rock music, Joe. They do, Lewis, and they used to even more so when Ellie still existed. A long time ago in Malta, there was this awesome rock club called the Ellie. My generation grew up in that bar, and it was amazing. But these days, it's only commercial music. It's like, I don't know what happened to music. Joe, do you have a store? No, definitely not. Store in what sense? Nicksat, thank you very much for the $10, man. Thanks for all the cool videos. Joe, have a drink with me. Thank you very much, man. I'll cheers to that. Thanks, buddy. Ali Bar or Cafe. Okay, those 3 are done. So next up is moving this up here. It was as we got old. No, music has changed, man. Music was awesome, but now it's just, you know, weird music. Okay, so now putting pulleys on top of things and adjusting belts, making sure. So I'm guessing this has to go down a little bit. Ooh. Now I'll lose another one of these for sure. See? Okay, I'm not gonna put these on just yet. I can move that down, and I can also move this down. So I can get the belt around this. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get the belt around the stepper motor. Okay, and that should be enough. Yay. Hold on, I need something smaller. Okay, that's there. Now I can just grab this, move it up. All the way. Okay. Not okay. Okay. So okay, I'm guessing now I need to tighten these just to get a bit of tension. Not too much tension, unfortunately, but I guess that will have to do. This will be here, I am guessing. This will go down here. See, it's at this point that these clips for the belts should be, for the cable should be put in. Let me put this one down here. I'm losing my touch. I feel like I'm taking too long. Need to do more live streams and live builds. Okay, so that goes there. So we'll put this on first so I don't have to spend time or wasting time playing around with the idler. Come on. So, side note, Tuesday, I get to see Steve Wozniak. He's going to be in Malta doing a talk at this event, and I got an invitation to go and listen to him, and I'm also going to try and get some one-to-one time and talk to him. I'm going to try at least. But chances are I'll at least get a selfie. And that's all that matters. A selfie with the Woz. With the IKEA flat packs. You know what? It's IKEA flat packs is one of those things which I really enjoy putting together. And it's one of the things I look forward to in the new place, like putting flat pack furniture together, because I obviously at the moment cannot afford like normal furniture. So it's going to have to be flat pack furniture. But it's kind of relaxing and calming for me. I go all OCD on my knolling and make sure that everything is laid out properly first. Like all the screws, all the instructions, like all the parts in their place. Okay, so that goes there. I'll leave it to that for now. Okay. Relatively tight. So we can put this here. Okay. That kind of looks okay. Even the movement now. Like after putting a little bit like here, lube. Actually lube, it's more like grease. So now we're talking. Yay! Okay. Go back down here. All right, it's done. It's done. 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 Next, we need to grab these, put them down through here. And I'm assuming those go in there. Yes, they do. This goes in here. Mark J, man, thank you very much for the 10 bucks, buddy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, that goes there. And we're on step 9. Note the orientation of the top aluminium plate. Is that loop like WD-40? No, this is nothing like WD-40. This is kind of like grease for bearings in the form of spray. So, no, the cable management for this thing is ridiculously good looking. I love how clean it looks. So now we need one M8 by 40 bolts, which is here. Let me just clean up a bit. I need to clean up a bit. One M8 nut, which is here. Let me just move this to the side a little bit. And let me get this. So, oops. So, bearing. There is no more bearings. Oh, okay, these big bearings. So these big bearings. Nut, okay. And locking nut. So, first we take this massive thing here. Then we put a nut. Okay. And we need a bearing. Fidget spinner. Another nut. There you go. Then another bearing. This is for the spool holder, by the way. And M8, there it is. Yeah, if this fell on you, you could get very hurt because this is solid and heavy. See, that is why I don't fault companies for, as I said, I still have to review this. In terms of price, slightly expensive. But if it's a solid, good, reliable printer, even if it's just PLA, I could make my peace with that, simply for the fact that I print a lot of PLA parts for customers. Okay, I did not see that. Where did it go? Yes, I did see that. Where did? There you go. So whatever this is, I need nails. I need to stop biting my nails. This goes here, apparently. There. All right. And this goes there. Ooh. Fidget spinner. So next, extruder. I'm gonna grab the extruder. The kind of decapitated by a Delta printer would be a strange headline. Okay, don't you print, but they don't print flex, right? Actually, so twisted. You could print flex even if you don't have a heat bed. I kind of proved that point when I did the second video of the Tronxy X5S, where I did manage to print in Fiberlogy Fiberflex. Because it's actually a very forgiving, flexible filament. Doesn't require stupid temperatures. So you could actually print. So loosen the 2 bolts on the extruder until it is able to slide over the top plate. Okay. So
I need to take these two off, like this. "3D Maker, which printer kit for about 200, 300 that can print PLA, ABS, and maybe also Flex has a print volume of plus 200 millimeter? Would you recommend?" Oh, Anycubic i3 Mega. I'm not even sure if they're still around that price, but they should be. So this goes here. I really like the placement of everything in this printer. It's been well thought out, and I really like it. It's getting brownie points. And as Ritual said, find the printer you like and make an enclosure. For ABS, especially if you want to print big parts in ABS, you will need an enclosure. Okay, is this actually, oh no. Yeah, it's going to be a while until that goes through. Hey Joe, how is FPV flying going? To be completely honest, the weather has been like really bad. And only this week has it been half decent. But even when it was decent, it was like stupid windy. And I was just painting. That's all I was doing. But I have a few drones to try out. Like I have a lot of other content as well for the other channel lining up. I still have to put a video of the Mavic Air, which I have. I also have to put a video of the moment I also thought I completely lost my Mavic Pro. I almost got a heart attack. That's done. Next, thread the extruder through the plate as shown. Okay, so I'm gonna go up here. So both of them? Yes, both of them. So we're going to put this through here. I'm going to try. Like they could have done at least the hole like slightly bigger, so you won't have to risk tearing off the cables. That goes in there. Let's go there. And this is looking gorgeous, by the way. How did you almost lose the Pro? I thought I lost the Pro. The reason was, hold on, let me just check which. 4x12. What happened was the camera gimbal lost calibration mid-flight, and it just went haywire. And at that point, I thought that like a seagull had grabbed the Mavic or hit it and it was about to fall to the water. And after about a minute where it was still flying, and I noticed on the GPS that nothing had changed, I just set it to return home. But I have the footage of the camera just going nuts. And it literally looked like it fell. It was just spinning out of control. It was the gimbal just going nuts. hold on. Please fasten it and place the pressure and fasten it with 6x M4 countersect for the rods. Ah, okay. So these for the rods. So these for the rods. Come on. Come on. Okay. This goes in here. Hey Joe, I'm at 159 subs now and growing. I've also two very good sponsors, one for Filament and well-known printer company. Awesome. Well done, Ron. Don. Sorry. That goes there. I'm still not entirely convinced about the bushings, but we'll see. Yep. Why is that there? Okay. That goes in there. There it goes in there. But apparently this doesn't. Why? All right. We'll fix that when we get to it. Noob, is it really weird for me to see you with glasses most of the videos of you are without glasses? The reason why I'm usually without glasses because when I record is just a few minutes in front of these lights. But when I'm doing a live stream, I tend to get a headache staring at these two light boxes that I have here. So I tend to use glasses just to help me out a bit. Come on. Okay. There you go. So it's just at the moment. Well, it depends for where you are in terms of shipping. If you're within Europe, it shouldn't cost you that much. If you're in Malta, it will because everything is expensive here. whatever you order, for some reason, it gets really expensive to get to Malta. Even more so if it's being sent from the US. But at least if it's within EU, I don't have to worry about customs. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. So I'm missing one. No, I'm not. I'm not missing one. That goes there. Whoa. Soon. I'm soon ready, guys. Apologies. That goes in there. Okay. Malta is minus 20 in Moscow. Oh, no. No, honestly speaking, today was actually quite hot. I think it was about 20 degrees. It feels like yesterday it was winter and today it was summer. That's how it is in Malta. There is no in between. It's either hot or it's cold. Like, it's not too cold, but it's still cold because like humidity would be like 95%. So even if it's like 10 degrees, it feels a lot colder than that. Okay, now, big bolts. We're almost done. We're almost done. Ooh, bigger. One. Two. So what? How long have we been at this? Actually, we haven't been at it that long. What's been, like an hour? Am I right? Yeah, I started about an hour ago to put it together. So 1 hour is actually not that bad. I'm happy with an hour. So, cable. This goes in here. Nice and clean. This goes into the filament sensor because yes, it has a filament runout sensor. And if you watch my video on how to use all of your spool, that can come in quite handy. Next, we'll do this, goes through here. Where's the, there. So here, this is what I'm doing. Put it through like that, yeah. So the first thing I tend to do is put Capricorn tubing instead of the standard one, just to always give the printer the best possible chance of success. cable management is really on point with this printer. Like really, really on point. Okay. Next is the effector arm. Now the effector arm it looks awesome. So you have lights, you have 3 cooling fans. The only problem that I can see is the cooling fans aren't really directed towards the nozzle. It does use an E3D clone, but so you can use, it's a really small nozzle. So you can use E3D nozzles. Yeah, okay. So next is to attach the Bowden tube and cable management there. Next, we're actually ready. I'm just going to grab the effector arms. Hold on. So you guys can see what I'm doing. I just have to tighten these together just to make sure that everything is fine. So, nope. Nope. Yes. So that's one. Two. Three. The Allen keys. Oh, I have hundreds of Allen keys. Ironically, this kit came with 2 extra zip ties. No extra screws at all. Like nothing, not even one. That kind of takes away a little bit of brownie points for me. Because you always need at least one of everything. Just in case threads are not aligned properly from the factory. I got these from Amazon. Draper Expert. Relatively cheap. They're good, they do the job, but you could buy better. So, next. Come on. So these are the magnets. Magnets. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Stay. That goes there. Let me start doing this. That's 1. Go away. That's 2. So let me start by putting these there. So this is what I'm doing up here. Whoa. I'm just attaching these there. I can tell you now that the price will will go down within a year. Well, strictly speaking, you cannot say that you can get a better Delta for this price because Even I cannot say that because I haven't even tried this yet. I don't know what it's capable of. Now, is there an orientation? Like, is there a particular orientation? So this is the front of the printer. Hey, Ron. Okay, there. So that looks like it could be it. Let's see. Makes sense. Also makes sense. Oh, God. And there. Okay, the only thing I wanted to check was, so I need to move these limit switch slightly upwards, like there. Okay, okay. And this, so that goes there, that goes in there, and that goes in there. Okay, like possible, that's it. 11, glass bed. Okay, next up, Build-Tech on bed. Come on, I need nails. So it's going to be slightly bigger. That's fine. There. I can live with that. No, I can't. Yeah, it'll work. There. Kind of made a boo-boo. Okay. This I need to get rid of. Okay. Okay. Blade. I still managed to put it wrong, but anyway, that will do. Yay. Pretty. Okay. It goes there. So he just sits there. Nothing else. So now we plug it in. And pray for the best. However, before I know, right? I'm such a noob. I'm just gonna throw a little bit of lubrication. Just because. Okay, I'm just gonna move these slightly down. Okay. So let's see what happens now. Let me see if I can just move the camera outwards again. Actually, you know what? I don't know. Your video, camera, let's zoom back out. Okay. So, hold on. Just FYI, that's not my handbag, that's my wife's. My man bag looks different. Smoking. No, hopefully no. Hopefully, well, I hope not. So let me see if I forgot anything. Place the warning sticker. There are warning stickers? I don't think I got them out. So, I'm going to use my monster full. Flying eyeballs. Okay, so assembly done. Now, checking the calibration sensitivity. So, just FYI, this is what I'm checking right now. Just checking, this is what I'm gonna do now. So I'm gonna switch it on. Hold on. There. Switch it on. Okay, next, I'm gonna turn this around. I'm just gonna check something. So, let me get this closer for you guys to see. Hold on. So down here, oh, this is complicated. Hold on. Much easier to do this. So, there's a light. And as soon as I touch, see? And that's how the bed leveling happens. Like as soon as the nozzle touches, it works. So at least that works. Now we'll see the rest. Okay. Yep. Now, I'm going to turn this around again. Okay. Sorry, my lab. Oh, sorry about that. Hold on. Apologies. Can you guys hear me now? Unfortunately, by mistake, I pulled the mic. Apologies. Fixed. Okay. So, checking the bed. That works. So, on to the first automatic calibration. Let me put this on. This is an automatic process that needs to be run after the printer is built. This is an integral part of the build. Not running the calibration routine will result in failure to print. The nozzle is clean. Go to Vertex Calibration. So, I cannot see. There. Let me just zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, so I have to go to. Ooh, such a nice noise. Vertex calibration. Then on calibrate height. Ready? Whoa. I thought it was going to crash into the bed there. Okay. It's not really loud. The only reason why it is loud, this table is not meant for 3D printers. So from experience, that's not bad. For more A's videos, thanks Tim, thank you very much. So calibrate height, that's done. The printer will perform, do not bump the printer or the table on which it's standing while this is happening, it's done. Next, go to Vertex calibration menu again and choose auto calibration. So, let's go. Ooh, see? Let's see what happens. I might have to do that again. Actually, what I'm going to do is this. So I can already see something I don't like. I mean, just, it's something little, and that is this here. Oopsie. See, that's. Let me try it again, hold on. I have a feeling that one of these belts is not too tight. They seem fine. Oh, this one. I don't think this belt is tight enough. See? What the hell is that noise? Ooh, cable. This cable shouldn't be here. And that cable is fine. Max stoppers are fine. I might lower the max stoppers just a little bit. I want to see what's happening, so mind the noise. Yeah, it feels like they're not tight enough. So hold on, let me just check. I have no idea what's... Joey, Taco Bell. Let me get a better view here of what is happening. Hold on. I'm just gonna switch this off for a second so I can release the belts. I just want to check. I'm 99.9% sure also this. I really don't like that there's this bend here. Oh, hold on. There. Whoa. One, two. I have to get used to these because they feel a little tight. Those are fine. This particular one could do with a bit of tightening. So could this one. So let me see, maybe, just maybe, that's what the problem is. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to think, when was the last time I did a live stream and everything went according to plan? So let's try it again. What was that? You're not supposed to do that. I'm quite sure. It feels like a torque issue. Unless maybe it's too tight? Possible? Maybe? I don't know. I want to try. I wouldn't assume it's too tight, but I want to try, just in case. Let me try once more. Maybe you should tighten those bushes in place. That's going to be my next. But first, let me try something. No, definitely not that. Okay. Hold on. Okay, let me try something else. So those go back to tightening position. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I'm simply going to do something very similar with what I had done to the Micromake Delta, which is just slightly undo the rods. Slightly, ever so slightly. I want to try something out. So, try one more time. Okay, so it's definitely the bushings. So they need a bit of TLC and possibly more lube. See, so it's not doing it, or it's doing it less now. That's more like it. Let me try. So it's definitely the rods. They need alignment. So I'll try to print something like this. It might not come out perfect, so what I'm going to need to do, possibly tomorrow though, after the print I'll finish it, is adjust it both from the bottom and the top, because that worked almost perfectly. So it just needs the rods to be perfectly aligned because there is a little bit of play. But other than that, almost. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. So, next I'm going to calibrate Z. I'm just checking the Z height. Okay. Calibrate Y. See, this is how deltas should be calibrated, you know? Nice and easy. Just like a Cartesian. Okay, calibrate center. Okay. So, name. Now I need to save. So we'll go to settings, store settings, done. Main. Okay. Steambolts all the way. However, today I'm going to print neither. SD card inserted. I don't know if this is going to print. I'm hoping it does. Oh, wait. Hold on. Ooh, almost. Yeah, I can see these moving slightly. It's definitely the rods, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. I know what the problem is. And as long as I know what the problem is, then I'm happy. But let's see what happens when we try to print. Ugh. So, where's the... Okay. Control printer. Nozzle lights, no. Main. Well, I want to preheat. Let's try settings, temperature, nozzle. Let's do 200. And let's wait for it to heat up. Okay. So it came from Louise Brotkowski. Khazar. Who? It doesn't. I see. Now I'm happy I don't need a comb. I can't tell you the amount of money I saved up in whatchamacallit fees. Oh, the smell of a new nozzle. Oh wow, heated up already. Okay. So let me just push in some filament. Yay, it's coming out. Don't do that. Okay, I'm gonna try, so we'll see what happens. Don't be surprised if it just doesn't print well straight away. Don't shout at me. The all fresh smell nice. Yes, that smell of, like metal heating up for the first time. Let me throw away these things. Clean up. Goes in there. 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 Those all go in the bin. I have to keep everything clean because happy wife, happy YouTube life. Actually, you know what? Let me leave these out for now. Is my nozzle clean? Wow, okay, yes. 130. Why does it have to go to 130? What did you do, Joe? See, this is what happens when you don't, because I've installed Repetier or whatever it's called, and I really don't know how to slice with that. I really, really don't. I don't even know if I sliced whatever I sliced correctly. At least I know the... Hold on. Ugh. Nope. That didn't go nice. Ah. Now I'm going to need to set those rods. This feels a lot like the Dagoma Neva, the way it's doing things, like it's sitting on the side. So it's pushing filament through at the moment. Okay, so yeah, that's not going to work. But that's an interesting 3D print. I'm halfway inclined to leave it. Stop. Okay. I can see that I'm going to have to do this now. I'm tired. So. Come on. Now why? But it farts pretty nice. Okay, so the issue is that the rods need aligning properly. I'm going to try one last time to fix them in place without me having to do like all kinds of things to it, which I'm really not in the mood for right now. But I'll try. Whoa. Almost dropped it. Let me try this way. There. Okay. Yeah. Tolerances are too tight. Agreed. The tolerances on these bushings are definitely too tight. And I really don't think that bushings like these should be used on printers, to be honest. Which is a shame, because I really like this printer. Like even when I'm I'm giving it the whole like space that it needs. Okay. Let's try again. Try once more. Nah. Okay. So, hold on. Yeah. So what I'm going to need to do is the same thing that I had done with the Micromake Delta, and that is slightly, ever so slightly, just run about a 2000 grit sandpaper inside the bushings. Because if I lubricate this, like this lubrication is not doing anything to it to help it. Like maybe for a little bit, but the tolerances are too tight. There's no lubrication that's staying in there. Okay, slightly better. But it constantly needs lubrication. That's better. Let me try again. Let's see. That's what I did, Joe. Hey, JT. But even leaving them loose, they're just, the tolerances are too tight on the bushings. Way too tight. Slightly better. Eh. No, I need to go all micromig delta on this. Agree, Lee. But I did check before I installed everything and before I did the live stream. I did check that the rods are straight, which they were. Now, what's happening is, okay, there's such a tight tolerance along the rods, and I can feel them like there's no lubricant, and I just douse them in lubricant. Tolerances are too tight. They're just too tight. So they either need cleaning and no lubrication whatsoever, which could be the case, or else the bushings inside just need a little bit of sanding, just a little bit. But it's gonna have to stay like that for now because it is past midnight now, and I want to go spend a little bit of time with my wife, seeing as past her birthday now. Bit disappointed. I know I can fix it, but I shouldn't have to. It's the way it is, and it's upsetting. I don't think that a printer at that price should have these kinds of issues. I think they could have gone with like normal bearings, not with these, especially not with cable ties. Everything else is so solid in this printer. I mean, so solid and so well thought out that these things here, like here, let me show you on the corner, like these, hold on. These should not be held in place with cable ties. It's a shame because this could have been better. This could have been much better. So slightly disappointing. So yeah, and usually what happens is that after I end the live stream, I tend to think of a solution. It kind of gets a bit too much after a couple of hours. I lose concentration. I might have done something wrong. I will have to go through the instructions. It kind of works. It's beautiful. It's really solid. This is a bit of a letdown, but I'll have to go through it again. But hopefully, I can fix this. And I don't want to fix it in a way that requires me to spend money, because then that review is just it just doesn't make sense. So what I'll try to do is I'll completely clean the rods first, remove all the grease, because it feels like the grease actually sticks even more than it was before without the grease. So maybe it doesn't need grease. But yeah. Just cut the zip ties and run them through. I could actually just try it out. So let me try one, just out of curiosity. See, there's like, it's either good or it gets stuck. like it's not free flowing as it should. And I think the grease actually, so yeah. Like they move freely, but it feels like there's dirt in them that slow them down. And I think it's the grease that I used. I think I made a mistake using grease. I don't think I should have used grease on this because it doesn't tell you to use grease. And that was probably my mistake. So what I'll do is I'll clean them up. See, the more I move them up and down, like they're slightly more free now. See? Come on. And now they're stuck again. Ooh. See, I just caught a bit of grease that I sprayed and it barely moves. So I think that was the problem. The problem is me. I'm a noob. And I think that was the problem. I did a boo-boo. Ooh, see, now that's better. That's much better. Like much, much better. I figured out what the problem is. It's me. I can fix this. I think I can fix this. I don't have any... Oof. Hold on. I might be able to fix this. I'm gonna try. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can clean the rods a little bit. How is everyone doing this evening? I do need a new firmware. Okay, whoa. If anyone's wondering what I'm using, it's white spirit. Okay. Let me start testing this out a little bit. Whoa. That is so different. It should be. Okay. Okay. I'm excited now. I'm happy. Where did I put the two cable ties? Okay. Try number 2. Run again, just run. Okay. So let's try it once more. Let me do that. That's one. That's 2. I'm going to give them another bit of a clean. That's exactly why I had 2 spare cable ties. So let's do a quick run. I think I cleaned them. I hope I didn't forget anything. We'll see. Let me see. Did you hear that? So, calibrate height. Let's see. So, never lube bushings, bras bushings. Very simple. Hey, Lars. Lars or Lars? Lars? Okay, I'm feeling better now. So, now what I'm going to do is slightly just tie them down just so they don't rattle about. Let's see what happens now. I really don't like spool holders which are at the top like this, like free flowing. Okay, let me try it now. That's much better. Ooh. The maker needed 2 additional cable ties. True. It says brass. Okay, so we know where the problem was. It wasn't the printer, it was me. Printer mic is off. I need a drink. In exactly 12 hours, because remember when I said it was my wife's birthday? Well, now yesterday because it's 20 past midnight. A week ago it was my daughter's birthday. So tomorrow at 12, double party. Hey, Victor. Long time no see, definitely. So at least we know where the problem was. And I'm happy that I sorted it out. I always prefer to sort something like this out during the live build than afterwards because a lot of people think that I might have changed something and I'm trying to do a biased review and all that, but like this, I'm happy. Let me see now. It is much better. Hasn't so far hasn't missed a step. So that was definitely the problem. How many times does it need to probe? It will probe until it gets only a slight variation between one and the other. Calibration, okay. So now we need to go to settings. Store settings. Go to main. Print from SD card. And we'll print the keychain. Is my nozzle clean? Yes. Settings, temperature, nozzle. So let's see how it dances now. Now, before this starts printing, once again, I need to point out that I sliced this in Repetier, and I really, really hate it because I can't understand it as well as Simplify 3D or Cura. And I haven't set up a Cura profile, Simplify 3D profile yet. Also, I'm having issues with Cura because since their last update, I cannot run it anymore. It crashes every time it launches. Which is one of the many reasons why I don't use Cura. Just give them an update, true. That Bulgarian. Rods are actually relatively strong. See, that makes much more sense now. Yes, it's definitely doing what the okay. The leveling could use a bit of work, but you can actually tweak it. Whoa, that was fast movement. So the bed leveling is fine, but needs a bit of tweaking. Let me try to zoom in so you guys can see. That's really fast movement. Actually, let's do this so you guys can see better. Now it needs I need to calibrate the bed a bit. First layer seems off. Okay, I'm gonna stop that. Because the first layer was off in some places, but too low on some others. So let me see what I can do. Let me see. Vertex calibration. Let me fix that. So calibrate X. Okay. Paper. Oh, I threw it away. No, I didn't. Yes, I did. So. That's one. Calibrate Y. Calibrate that. Calibrate center. Let's try now. Let's try once more. Check end stop wire rubbing. Nope. There are no end stops wires rubbing. Lee Green, the auto bed leveling accounts for the bed level, whether it's level or not. However, the Z offset is something different. Is my nozzle clean? So down here, what you'll see, actually, I can, hold on. So I sliced this with the Vertex Delta's own repetier, and it seems to go to 130 degrees first. And I don't know if it does that just to level the bed. I want to see. Like just enough to heat it and not leave any residue everywhere. Because I'm wondering if maybe that's why, because I was increasing it to 200. I want to see if it goes to 200 now. Yes, now it goes to the 100. So what happens if you answer no to the nozzle clean? Does it do a purge? It actually is going to do a purge. What's going to happen is it's increasing to 200 now. Once it reaches 200, it's going to purge a little bit. And if the nozzle is not clean, obviously you just have to clean it before it goes down. Let's see what happens now. Maybe I ruined the auto calibration. See, it's purging. Like really purging. Oh. Okay. Stop. Go away. It's also stuff is not sticking to the bull tack properly, and I'm guessing it's because I've been spraying oil and grease and everything, because in some places it sticks and some places it doesn't. So let me try. Be right back. I need some alcohol wipes. Also, if you haven't noticed, I have a lot of patience. Mike is okay. I'm a very patient person, so I have no problem keeping on trying. The only thing that stops me is the fact that it gets late and I get tired. So, one last time. Just one last time. So, is my nozzle clean? Yes, it is. Turn layer speed down. I could actually. Let me see if I can do that. I really need to set up simplified 3D. It's going to be much, much better. I'll extract the start code and end code from this and then transfer it to simplified 3D. It would be nice if companies, like, there are a lot of companies that do it. But even companies like, I know this is open source and they have everything on GitHub and they abide by GPL. But it would be nice for them to just, just prepare a simplified 3D file, a factory file for people who have simplified 3D. Why are there 250 of you watching me ruin another printer? Priming muzzle. Stevie says. Okay. So nozzle needs to be definitely need to do a recalibration or do the Z offset a little bit. Let's see. Okay, I can live with that for now. For now. I know you guys cannot see anything. Unfortunately, the lights like blind everything. What is the FR under the X on the screen? That's the feed rate. It's kind of like a speed multiplier. How fast you want the printer to print based on the settings you put. So if it was 100%, now it's at 40%. I'm just checking to see how everything is going. Oh, let me just check this. Okay. I definitely need to tweak the Z offset. Whoa, Dave. Thank you very much, buddy. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate the support, man. See, exactly. I watched you, Joe Langstone, a few others. A lot. Don't have a printer yet, but want to be well educated in both ways. See, I don't pretend to be an expert at anything. Hence why I have no problem calling myself a noob, because I'm always learning something. I'm always learning something. So I'm quite sure that this is sliced so wrongly. I'm almost 100% sure this like couldn't have been sliced any worse than it is. It looks horrible, but it looks like it's not extruding properly, and I feel like I have the same exact problem every time I use Repetier for slicing something. Oh well, at least it's printing. A day spent without learning is a day better spent staying in bed. Agreed. Although I have to say, um, I don't mind spending a day in bed. Hell with a torque required. Oh, I love hell with a torque. Oh, it definitely has more than enough cooling that it needs. But yeah, this is not going to be a successful print. At least it's printing. I'm happy it's printing. Everything else, I'll just have to import the start code and end code, and put that in Simplify 3D. I can tell you that it's definitely under extruding, and I don't know if the settings are right for the nozzle, because I never know how to check all that in Repetier. Everything else is working fine, at least that. Okay. Right, ladies and gents. Did you tighten button rod screws? No, not yet. Not at least, not all the way. But I'll clean the rods a bit more and I'll tighten them and I'll get the profile onto Simplify 3D. No pre-sliced prints on the SD card. It doesn't even come with an SD card, unfortunately. But yeah, I need to get to bed because it's almost 1 o'clock, and tomorrow I'm gonna have screaming kids in here for my daughter's birthday party, and I need to help my wife because she's had a rough day today, preparing things and food and everything for tomorrow. But I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you guys for joining me tonight. I apologize, it's been so long since I did a live stream. I promise you I will have more. I might actually do another live stream next Saturday because I should be getting a TiVo Michelangelo to try out. I only recently found out about it, and TiVo decided to send me one. It's a Malta, a custom, so I should have it next week. So chances are we'll have another live stream next Saturday. Can't promise, but we'll see. In the meantime, thank you guys for your support. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me. All 250 plus people that were here tonight. Thank you very much. Thank you to my Patreons. You guys are absolutely awesome. Thank you to those who donated. Thank you to my admins, moderators, and thank you guys for being with me. So hope you guys have a good night. Have a nice weekend. Like, share, subscribe if you haven't. If you have any questions, remember Twitter, hashtag #AskTheNoob. I'll do videos. And in the meantime, as always, happy making, guys.